Hi guys, I'm Andy, welcome back to Backpacking UK. Right, today I'll be reviewing my awesome iScooter i9 Max e-scooter. So I've had this for 6 months, taken it absolutely everywhere, and it's been such good fun. But most of all, it's not one of those sort of cheap and cheerful e-scooters. This is a proper one. It's really well built, it's got a ton of features, a good top speed and an enormous maximum range. So today I'm going to take you out on my e-scooter and show you all the features it has to offer. So today's review is near a huge solar farm in Cambridge here where I live, which is without a doubt the future of energy production. So first of all, let's just take a look around the iScooter i9 Max e-scooter. So you've got a quick release to drop the handlebar down when you're putting it in your car. You've got front suspension, front mudguard, it's front wheel drive with an e-braking system too. You've got these solid tyres, 10-inch wheels. You've got a rear mudguard, rear light, rear disc brake, which I must say is absolutely brilliant. You've got a side stand, charging port, again front suspension. The wires are nicely tucked away. You've got your brake lever for the rear brake. You've got the digital display. You've got accelerator there. This is the button, does all the controls. This locks the bike together when it's in storage. And there you've got front light and a bell, but it's a really well built, good looking e-scooter. So what I'm going to show you now is the fantastic front and rear suspension. So here we have the front suspension. So I'm 70 kilos and it works perfectly for me. Not too much, not too little. And here is the very clever hidden away rear suspension. So as you can see, it moves really nicely. So together, the front and rear works superbly. Now for those that have used these e-scooters without suspension, they're actually quite nasty. You end up with numb hands and painful knees. So having suspension is just an absolute must for me. So next up, I'm going to show you the lights. So one press on the button, light comes on there. You've got the front light and you've also got the rear light there as well. So you've got 3 main modes. You've got, which is like a sport mode, the S. You've got a walk-in mode, so if you're nearly out of battery or if you're walking through like a no riding zone, you can put it in walk-in mode, use the accelerator and it will just walk the scooter along so you don't have to put any effort into it. And then you've also got an economy mode too. So this iScooter has a Bluetooth connection which actually links in with the iScooter app. Now what you can do on there, you can give it a little bit of a health check, see how much battery's in it, change some of the settings too. It's a really well thought out, simple app. You can also see your speed on the app as well. So if you've got like a phone mount that you want to put on here, you can do. But as a full system, it just works really well. So this scooter's the i9 Max. What does Max mean? Well, basically this is the 500 watt version. So it's got a much better battery. So it's 36 volt, 10 amp hour, 375 watts per hour. So what does that actually give you? Well, it means you can cover up to 40 kilometers in one charge. In locked mode, it's got a top speed of 25 kilometers an hour. Now in unlocked mode, it will actually do 35 kilometers an hour. All I'd say is, if you plan on riding this scooter fast, always make sure you have a helmet on. So this iScooter weighs 15 kilos. It's got a maximum capacity load of 120 kilos and will even propel you up gradients of up to 20%. Now what I would say is, with all their statistics on top speed, range, gradients, that depends really on how much you weigh. So for instance, I'm 70 kilos. The battery lasts absolutely ages for me, and it will also get me up some really steep slopes too. So why buy an e-scooter? Now for us, it's been great. If it's a Saturday or Sunday morning, I need to get some milk or something like that, I'll just grab this out, whiz down the petrol station. It's also been great for when I'm out with my daughter, she's riding a bike. For me, riding a big bike's just a bit slow. I can just take the iScooter out with me and just go alongside her. It's great for taking on holidays like camping, caravanning, if you've got a motorhome as well, that's absolutely great. But I mean, I do like walking, I do like cycling, but I've still found ways to use this. And what I love about it is green energy too. Now the i9 Max scooter, they say it's actually for commuting. I think that's just because it's got this big powerful battery on it. If you didn't need the Max version, they also do a standard i9 version, which is much cheaper too. So I'm just going to show you how it stows away. So you've got a lock-in lever here, which just pull up to open, pull the handlebars down, and there's a lock in place here. So you can take this away with you. Like I say, it's 15 kilos. You know, it's not too bad. I'm not that strong. And it's dead easy just to get in and out of your car. There's no doubt about that. And there's no need to worry with it being a quick release, because it's got this extra secondary lock-in lever there, so it can't accidentally become undone. So for those that are wondering, is it waterproof? Well, it's got a weather resistance of IPX4, which is a waterproof standard, but it also comes with a 12-month warranty and a limited lifetime of support as well. You can also buy extended warranties for it. Now in the 6 months that I've had it, there isn't really anything to go wrong. You know, that's the benefit of buying a properly branded e-scooter. You know, you're not buying one of those ones that you buy, you put in your shed, and then it spontaneously sets itself on fire. This is a really good e-scooter, no question about that. So I'm just going to test it down this track for you to see what the suspension's like. So just riding it through a very bumpy bit of single track with one hand. It's not that easy to record and go down here, but it goes to show it can be done with two hands. It's an absolute breeze. So here we are, I'm on some loose gravel. They're not the grippiest of tyres, but it's still pretty stable too. So on the main screen, ignore that because my iPhone doesn't like recording LCD screens, but it will show you the speed, the battery, the cruise, which comes on after, I don't know, say 10 seconds. You'll hear a double beep, and then you can take your finger off the little accelerator button there. Headlight mode, temperature and trip as well. Right, so I'll just show you how cruise control works. So you basically go flat out, and then it will beep a couple of times after a few seconds to tell you it's in cruise control mode, or, which is really quite difficult, I'll try and do it for you now, just try and hold a set speed. Once you've done it for a certain amount of seconds, it will double beep at you. So that's cruise control one. Right, so what's my final thoughts on the iScooter i9 Max e-scooter? Now, this is the more expensive one, but you can currently get this for £339. If you don't need all the features or the super duper battery, you can buy the standard version for £229. Now, of course, you can get e-scooters for cheaper, without question, but can you get a better one for the money? Now, the thing is, I mean, from quality wise, I'm really impressed with it, and it hasn't gone wrong for us at all, and we've really enjoyed using it as well. It's got a little bit wet. It certainly hasn't been in a downpour, so I cannot comment if it's 100% waterproof or not, but certainly a bit of water will not do it any harm. Now, I haven't used this in the unlocked mode, so mine's been maxed out to 25 kilometers an hour, which has been ample for me. And to be honest, it's quite nice because you don't have to worry too much about how fast you're going. Now, what would I improve? Now, some of it is just iScooters in general. I think the footbed could do with being a little bit wider, although it is sort of standard width for an e-scooter. And similarly with the handlebars as well, I would have liked the handlebars to have been a little bit wider too, but again, it just tends to be like a standard e-scooter width. But it's just so much fun. If you've never tried an e-scooter before, definitely hire one, and I guarantee if you hire one, you'll want one without question. And this is an absolutely superb one. So what I'll do, we're going to put all the specifications in the description. If you've got any comments, stick them in that section and I'll get back to you. But hopefully you've enjoyed this review video. Please check out my other videos. Hope to see you out there soon. Cheers.